That's the way I keep it, man. I get fly for me. I get high for me. Don't get it confused, cause you liking what you see. Don't do it.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, listen up. We're here to talk about Spider-Man 4. We don't have all of the details, but we do know that one major role was casted, and we're trying to figure out what that role is. So actress Sadie Sink, if you guys don't know who she is, you can look at Stranger Things over on Netflix. That's, majorly what I know her for. But she has appeared in other movies and other, little small TV series. And this is her first MCU casting, and this is pretty big for her career. She's a young actress. She's around 22 years old, and she's coming into the MCU for the very first time, and she's joining the cast of Tom Holland and Zendaya in Spider-Man 4. Now, people want to know, who is she going to portray? When you look at her physicalness in, IRL, she has red hair. She's around the age of 22, like I mentioned, so she could be casted in any particular redhead role for the MCU. And there is 4 names that come to everyone's mind right now. Let's talk about those 4 names. We got Jean Grey, we got Firestar, we got Gwen Stacy, and Mary Jane Watson, or MJ for short. Now, since we already have an MJ with Zendaya, there is likely no chance for her to be, a MJ, because then we'll have 2 MJs running around and it's going to be very confusing. She can, in fact, though, be a Gwen Stacy. I don't believe we had a Gwen Stacy in Tom Holland's universe. If I am wrong, feel free to correct me in the comments. If I leave something out, feel free to fill in the blanks in the comment section as well. But like I said, I don't think we had a Gwen Stacy, so she could potentially be Peter's new love interest, considering the ending of the last Spider-Man film where the spell was successfully redeemed, you know what I mean? And it was casted and everyone forgotten about Peter. The Avengers no longer know who he is. He's not on anyone's radar. So he has a clean slate right now, a fresh start. And I think this is the way that you get that fresh start. You know what I'm saying? You get someone new in your life. He gets his first ever friend or his first ever love interest. And if she plays Gwen Stacy, she could fit the bill of both. She could be a new friend to Peter, or she could be a new love interest. Now, Firestar is a mutant, so is Jean Grey. Now, I don't believe that they're going to introduce mutants into Spider-Man's movie just because of the complications. But if that were to happen, Firestar is definitely a role that she can fulfill. Firestar is a younger mutant, and since she fits the build because of her age, and because of her physical appearance, I think Firestar would be perfect for her. Now, the reason why I don't want to canonize her in the role of Jean Grey is because Jean Grey is a major character, is such a grand name, and those shoes are too big to fill with Sadie Sink. No offense to her, you know what I'm saying? But I feel like if you're going to cast a Jean Grey, you got to cast someone that is slightly older and someone that is slightly a little bit more famous than Sadie. Like I said, once again, no offense. I know there's a lot of Sadie Sink fans out there, but just for her safety, you know what I'm saying? You don't want her to receive backlash if she gets put into the role of Jean Grey and she doesn't live up to everyone's expectations, So I feel like her getting casted as Jean Grey would be too much for her, but all of the other 3 characters I think are perfect. Once again, we don't know anything else about Spider-Man 4. We just know that she got signed on in a undisclosed character. So, even if she's not one of those 4 characters, if she's just a random, college student, a random civilian, that's fine as well, But like I said, the one thing that we do know from the last movie is that he has lost his memory. You know what I mean? He got his memory wiped because of the spell. No one knows who he is. And he's in a world alone. He has a brand new suit. He's starting over. We don't know if he's going to find his way back to Michelle, played by Zendaya. But I'm hoping that they make that story sort of, fit, because they gotta find one another. You know what I'm saying? At the ending, she was wearing the necklace that he gave her from when they went on that trip. If you guys remember, it's like a half heart. So she has to wonder, like, where did this come from and who has the other piece? And I hope that they do that, you know what I'm saying? Because love can find its way no matter where you are in the world, you know what I'm saying? So I'm hoping that they do that, Maybe they figure out that, oh, hey, I got that other piece to that necklace, you know what I'm saying? And maybe they'll start stringing together how you guys got this necklace. I don't know. It's a bit far-fetched, you know what I'm saying? But I'm just trying to think of, theories and things and connect dots and whatnot. So, yeah, those are my thoughts. Like I said, there's 3 roles that I would definitely 100% sign her up for. But Jean Grey is not one of those roles because it's just too massive of a role.
Tryna make my mama proud of me. I hope my mama proud of me, cause I dubbed college just so I could focus on a dream. I know my mama died of me, salute me, now she down with me. Now 2 bros going back and forth, sibling rivalry. This guy gotta be, do numbers like the lottery. The coldest every winter, every summer, nothing hot as me. And if I spring up, bet my nigga on the side of me, ready for a war.